Undertale is a hit indie game made by Toby Fox and Temmie Chang. The game was released in September 2015 and is still about as popular as it was upon release, if not even more popular. The game is about a human who falls into a cave on a mountain and ends up in an underground world that monsterkind had been sealed into, having lost a war to humans many years ago. The game presents itself as this charming retro-style turn-based RPG with funny characters and even funnier interactions, but depending on the choices you make, your playthrough will either be really jolly or really dark. Undertale has three major endings. There's the neutral ending, where you kill some monsters but not all of them, the pacifist ending, sparing every monster and completing side quests along the way, and the no mercy ending, killing every monster in sight and having spasms against walls to grind out those enemy encounters. Alright, so, I won't be talking about anything story related, as to avoid spoilers, but I'll be talking about pretty much everything else. Alright, here we go. So the first thing I want to cover is the battle system. In most RPGs, you have to just slaughter whatever you bump into and be on your merry way, but in Undertale, you have the option to spare them as well. If you kill them, you earn EXP, which stands for execution points. If you gain enough execution points, your love increases. Love stands for level of violence. Yep, very fitting, I know. And when it increases, your max HP will as well. The demo for Undertale, released in 2013, 2.5 years before the game's full release. Toby would likely have never been able to finish developing the entire game if it weren't for the Kickstarter campaign he set up to fund developing it. Toby set a goal for $5,000 US, and within a month, he'd reached $51,124 from 2,398 backers. So Toby reached over 10 times the amount he was initially looking for. Good for him, I guess. One of the most iconic things about Undertale is its soundtrack. The Undertale soundtrack has 101 songs and is available on YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, and SoundCloud. The game files contain tracks that aren't officially available to stream, but have been re-uploaded by people who dug through the files. What makes Undertale's soundtrack so iconic is the use of motifs. Each character has its own distinctive melody that represents their personality or motivations. This can help make certain themes or character dynamics stand out more, enhancing the gameplay experience. Alright, fun fact. Back in the late 2000s, before Toby made Undertale, he worked on Earthbound ROM hacks. And one of the songs he developed for one of his ROM hacks happened to be the earliest version of Megalovania. The song was later remastered and put into Undertale for the final boss of the No Mercy route, and I'm gonna play them both for you right now. Speaking of Earthbound, that was the game that inspired Undertale as a whole, which also led to it having the retro pixely style it has. This was done as a style choice, and I love it. It also helps the game to stand out among others, as not many other games use this style anymore. Upon release, Undertale became so popular that the recognition it gained genuinely terrified Toby. There's been plenty of fan theories, cosplays, fan art, and entire AUs and fan games since its release. In fact, one of these fan games took almost 8 years to develop. Undertale Yellow is a non-canon prequel to Undertale that released in December of 2023 after the release of its demo version back in 2016. I could go on about why I love this fan game so much, but that's not what this info dump is about. We're talking about the original here. Undertale still holds a lot of the popularity it gained even after 9 years. The game proved that indie games, when done right, can be absolute masterpieces, possibly even better than expensive AAA games. So now you know about the epic indie game that revolutionized the indie game scene. Toby is still working on big projects, his current one being chapters 3 and 4 of Deltarune, set to come out pretty soon, so it's safe to say that this man isn't losing any fame anytime soon. Right, that's all the info I really have to dump, so I'm gonna end things off here. Thanks for listening to me ramble, and I want to thank my school for giving me this opportunity. Alright, see ya.